Today, I am thrilled to sit down with a fairly busy man. You may recognize him from his role as Salvatore Romano on the groundbreaking hit series Mad Men on AMC. But in my eyes, he survived Starlight Express. He's written three gorgeous books, and now he co owns the stunning Hazelnut Fine Gifts. Here to discuss his role as Bruston Fischer in Pay the Writer, please welcome Broadway, TV, and film actor Bryan Batt. I'm
Very
fangirling
nice.
so hard. Don't judge me.
Starlight Express, you weren't born yet.
How are you? Welcome. I'm
I'm-
so grateful for your time.
Thank you. Thank you for calling. I'm looking forward to working with such a great group of people.
Oh, can't wait to have you. You're going to be here sooner than you think. I'm stoked.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your new and exciting role in Pay the Writer.
Well, I play Bruston Fischer, who is Cyrus's agent and long-term agent and long-term friend, and that's going to be played by the wonderful Keith David, who I'm looking forward to working with. We did do a film together, although we didn't have any scenes together because it was three short little snippets. It's Tales of the Hood 2. We were both in Spike Lee's Tales of the Hood 2.
Yes.
Yeah, so and I've heard, and several of my friends have worked with him and said he's lovely, and same thing with our wonderful director, Sheldon Epps. I've heard nothing but great things, and same thing with Marsha Cross, and the rest of the cast. Yeah, it's this very interesting relationship between agent and talent, which I don't think really has been explored that much on the stage or screen. You know, there's some very interesting dynamics going on there, and that many people can relate to, and not just he's a very famous writer. Everyone has an agent. You know, one of the lines in the play is everyone, you know what an agent, and everyone has an agent. Usually they're your mother, but they usually don't always expect a commission, something like that. And but it's a very interesting relationship, and it's a very interesting play. I'm really looking forward to delving into it, and I hope the people that come see the reading like it and invest, and will be on Broadway in no time.
I love that. I love that story. I have to ask, I know you have the script. I know we're in the very beginning of this incredible journey, but what do you think you will love most about this character?
I love that he gets to speak directly to the audience at some points. He's part narrator. And I really love that aspect. I love connecting directly with an audience and getting to break that fourth wall and look them in the eye. And there's several asides that I really get to do that. And I've written a one-man play that I did last fall down here in New Orleans called Dear Mr. Williams. And it was all directly, to the audience, at most of it. And I love that. It's scary because you never know what kind of looks you're going to get back. But I love that aspect of it. And it also, I love the different friendships that it explores in the play between client and agent. I love, if there's such an overused word, but there is a love between the two. It's a different kind of love, and I really like that. I love seeing all kinds of love.
I love that. You love to see that love. Okay. I have to ask, why this play? What drew you to do this play?
To be honest, my agents received an offer. It was a wonderful offer. Nice when that happened. So they're treating us with undue respect.
Do you think Pay the Writer is for a perfect moment in our time, and why now?
I think it is, but I think it's also in a way timeless. I think a good story that should be timeless. Anything that is worth its salt can be told any time. I don't think it's necessarily political, which it's not. But it does explore, like I said, these relationships that everyone, I think, can relate to.
Totally.
You don't have to be an agent or writer or the third or the first ex-wife or the all these different aspects of the neglected children or all these other issues that come up in the play to be able to identify with it. I think it is a good timeless story in a way.
I love that. It kind of trumps my last question, but I'm gonna ask it anyway.
Sure.
What are you excited for audiences to take home from Pay the Writer?
Oh, so I think that I hope the audience takes home just a feeling of appreciation for what people give to friendships, to a working relationship, the sacrifices that artists really make to do what they do, and the people that help them do it. So this kind of exposes the process, everything behind a great writer and their agent. So I think people just appreciation for the written word. I can't wait to read the script with the other actors, because as much as I sit in this room and work on the script, it's nothing until there's another actor doing the scene with me, and there's nothing, and then add the audience, that's another character.
Oh man, that's
And they will tell us. I mean,
a thrill.
you learn that every time. Things you think are going to kill, or you think it's going to be a great laugh or something, the audience will tell you instantly whether it's working or not, you know?
So true.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. So I'm gonna get a little personal on you now.
Okay.
I came up with a little quick fire game, super
Sure.
easy. I'm calling it Get to Know Who Dat, Bryan Batt. Okay.
Okay.
So it's basically a trivia game all about you. And so that everyone watching is so pumped to see you and Pay the Writer, but they can get to know a little bit more personally about you.
Okay.
Okay. So number one,
I'm wanting a
aside from
tasting. I'm kidding.
okay. All right.
Sorry.
All right. Number one, aside from Pay the Writer, what was your favorite show to work on?
No, I had fun doing every show I've ever done, because that's why I do it, because I love what I do. And I'm so lucky and blessed to be able to get to do it. But there was something about Jeffrey. I mean, I just talked to Harriet Harris, who was nominated yesterday for an Emmy for her incredible performance in Hacks. She didn't even tell me you were nominated. Anyway, that's where I met Harriet Harris. And we did the play Jeffrey, and it was one of these experiences that rarely happen. There was not a raised voice or any kind of negativity from day one of the first read through till when I finished the film. It came in a time when, in the height of the AIDS crisis, and it was an AIDS comedy, and we didn't know, we just were trusted the wonderful playwright Paul Rudnick and brilliant director Chris Ashley and everyone at the WPA, and watched this play become what it did. And just, I mean, every day were rewrites, and we would just focused on doing the play, and we didn't know what we had. And literally before the first preview, we all sat around and I went out to get a bite to eat, and everyone's like, "What do you think? What do you think?" And I remember Harriet saying, "Either people are going to jump to their feet and applaud, or they're going to jump to their feet and run. I have no idea." And thank God they jumped to their feet and applauded. But that was a magical time.
Number two, if you had described your life as one of the rides at your family's
Pontchartrain.
beach
Yes.
park, what would it be? A, Smoky Mary. B, Wild Miss. C, The Raging Cajun. Or D, Laugh in the Dark.
Well, it has to be, was my favorite ride was the Wild Mouse. So the Smoke and Mary is going to be double entendre there. But and the Raging Cajun, I'm not that raging. But I love the Wild Mouse because it was the scariest thing. And I think I ended up choosing a career that's like so scary, and you never know what, it's like a roller coaster. The Wild Mouse was kind of like a roller coaster, except the cars were attached only by the back wheels. So it would feel like you're going off the edge. And I think in theater and acting and film and television, you always feel like you're going to fall off the edge sometimes.
But it's wild. It's a wild ride. You got your belt on. You're fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Number three, your best advice to any actors out there. A, 16 bars, even in a street, can make a huge difference. B, take up smoking for a role. C, we may lie as actors all the time, but being true to yourself is most important. Or D, SAG Awards make stunning bookends.
Well, all of the above.
All the above.
But I'm going to have to say C. We pretend all the time. We can't pretend in life, in our personal lives. I have to, we assume all these different characteristics of the characters we play, and we just have, the best thing is finding out who you are and being true to that.
So good. I cannot wait for people to see you in this show. Can you give us your social handles where people can follow you and what's next for
Sure.
you?
I'm on the Facebook and I'm Bryan_Batt on Instagram, BRYAN_Batt, BATT on Instagram. There's some other ones. I'm trying to get it, with the blue dot, but they keep on turning me down. I don't know why. No, I'm not kidding.
They don't know who you are.
Don't they know who I thought it was going to be for 15 minutes? Come on. No, I can't for some reason, but that's me. Some of the people started some other ones that, they're not me. But
That ain't you.
And I kind of got off Twitter because, well, you can imagine why.
No.
But those two are great. So that's how you can find me.
Awesome. We'll keep tabs on you, and we're thrilled you made time for us today. Thank you so much. Be sure to follow Bryan Batt at Pay the Writer on MMaxwell Media on the Instagram and the Facebook. We're so stoked for Pay the Writer. Thank you so much for your time.
Anytime. Thanks.